Hey everyone, I'm Arglefumf. In this video I'll be playing the new Carol Reed game, Dead Drop. I'll be playing the game for the first time, so I won't know how to solve the puzzles and everything. I'll probably get pretty confused at some point. Fortunately, these games have a pretty strong hint system. This thing in the upper left-hand corner, it is so great. Oh my gosh. So I'll probably be relying on that a lot in this video. So let's skip the tutorial and get started with the mystery.
The transition to wind power in Sweden has been less than successful, which means that nature walks is one of the few affordable pastimes currently. The utility bills have quadrupled since last year, and electricity has turned into a luxury product.
That is terrible. And are there giant marshmallows in the field?
Power outages are frequent due to insufficient resources.
Oh no, now that is terrible. Like, oh, that would be the worst for somebody like me because, you know, I do YouTube for a living. I need electricity.
Oh no, another power cut.
Oh no! So when I said I haven't played this game before, that's technically not true. I played for 5 minutes. So I know that we need to grab this. Since you lost your notice board, I thought you might need this, Jonas. I'm sure that's a reference to one of the other Carol Reed games. I don't know what. Thank you for considering helping me. I might have come across as slightly condescending when we spoke on the phone. I have been under a lot of strain lately. That's why I'm also writing you this letter, to give an account of what's happened to me in the last few weeks. I work for the Social Security Agency. My job isn't particularly important. I handle some classified information, but I doubt that anyone could gain from having access to it. A couple of weeks ago, I was contacted by an anonymous person. The person wanted me to perform some tasks, which I would be paid for. At first, I was asked to collect information about various activities within the agency. From a legal standpoint, it was totally legit. Totally legit. Definitely a legal term. It was essentially about compiling information that was already available in official documents. Then it started to get more complex and bordering on illegal, but it wasn't easy to pull out. And it did have an element of excitement. But above all, I needed the money. I realize now that it's gone too far. I can't go to the police for obvious reasons. I'm looking forward to our meeting! Eric Levin, Alberton Lane, 1B. Fantastic. So that's our mystery. Apparently this guy was being paid to do stuff. He's getting a little concerned that somebody wants him to break the law. But why would somebody need a Social Security person to break the law? Huh.
It needs gas.
So here's an item. It's a lighter.
There's no reason to go in there without electricity.
Carol refuses to go inside her gaming room. And we can't really explore anywhere else. Like, we can't go into the bathroom. Can't go inside her bedroom. Like, there's no point. How's she gonna work out in the bedroom if there's no electricity? And there's really nothing to do here in the kitchen besides look at the food.
Not now.
Oh man, if the electricity's always going out, then she won't be able to eat or drink anything, right? All the food's gonna spoil often. Oh, I guess I'll have to switch to, like, drinking coffee all the time instead of chilled drinks. That's a pain. And I don't see anything important here. Let's go, then. Eric Levin. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out of the video. Sorry about that, everybody. There was some artistic nudity, one of the statues in the garden area, and I can't show it on YouTube.
I appreciate that you're taking your time.
Okay, hi Eric. So, how were you in contact with this guy?
I was sent this cheap cell phone. I was given the assignments in text messages. I was also sent instructions on where to place the information. It was always in a public place, with specific directions, like below the fountain.
Alright, I believe that's called Dead Drop. Ooh, that would be a good name for a video game.
Next time, I'm supposed to keep an eye at a grey lamppost in the stream park. But nothing has appeared there yet.
I'd like to have your cell phone.
Sure. Here you are.
That's an old phone, right? Or is it? It says 2023, so maybe it's a new phone? I don't know. Thanks, you'll hear from me soon, dude. So now we're gonna go to Stream Park. I feel like, you know, if Carol was like a real official detective, she'd be checking out this phone, right? She'd be reading the text message history on it, right? But I guess she's not doing that. Oh, here's her phone. Guess she's not going to do anything with that either. Anyway, this is about as far as I played. We're going to go down here. We're going to find an item near this thing. I think this is where no, there's nothing there. I think maybe this lamppost is the important one. I feel like maybe that's where the dead drop is taking place. And we find this item. So this is a... I don't even know what that is. A shoe thing? It's a nail file. We don't need any of these other ones because... well, we just don't. So... Carol gets a text saying electricity's back to normal in your apartment.
I can't wait to get back to my computer.
She's gonna go to her computer, and then she's gonna look up what a dead drop is, because she's actually really not that sure what dead drops are. Seems like it would be something important to know, right? Yeah, that would be important to know in a game called Dead Drop. I know dead drops get mentioned in one of the Nancy Drew games. The Silent Spy. That's the one. What is this? Is this like a magnifying glass or something? Haven't the slightest idea what that could be. So here's the computer. We check Spypedia, which says a dead drop's a prearranged hiding spot for deposit and pickup of information through espionage. So if one spy wants to send a message to another spy, instead of just meeting for coffee, they'll leave the message hidden, like taped underneath the park bench. I guess that makes sense, but also it seems kind of dangerous because that message is going to be taped to the bottom of a park bench. Somebody could come across it by accident. I believe that's what happened. That happened to me once when I left a book out in public. Yeah, came back 2 hours later, it was gone, never to be found again. It was taken, and I'm not a spy. I know that's exactly what a spy would say, but I'm not a spy. Okay, so there's something here with this computer that we're gonna play with later on in this game. When you press the spacebar button, it shows the various things you can interact with. Oh, here's a thing.
Yes, it's right twice a day.
It's a broken clock. All right. And could I click this thing? No, I could not. Okay. It's time now. It might get soaked soon. I assume that's the dead drop, and we're gonna go there. And this is where I stop playing. So everything from this point on is gonna be 100% new to me. All right. So things seem simple so far, but like we're still within like the first 10 minutes of the game. Okay, so was this the area? No. Is this the area? Drain pipe. Yeah, this wasn't here before, was it? So it says... does anyone see a drain pipe here? Maybe I checked the drain pipe on this side? Oh no. Alright, let's go back. Drain pipe over here to the left. Here? No. So maybe if I just walk in this direction, I'll see something that looks like a pipe. Yeah, I didn't see anything that looked like a pipe. Like, this thing? You know, I'm just gonna use my hint notebook. The text on the lamppost directs me to a drain pipe on the opposite end of the park. Well, I'm on the opposite end of the park. Is it this? No. Here maybe? Here we go. Okay. That is a very well hidden thing. Okay, to optimize a cooperation, fill out this form. So title, years employed, subordinates, salary. You know, it's like he was saying, it's like some of this stuff is you can find out, it's public information, but salary, I don't think those are made public. Do you have any promotions coming up? Whoa, how do you know if you've got a promotion coming up? Does your boss tell you in advance? Yeah, I mean, when I worked at a place, all you had to do was work and then hope that you would get a pay raise. And you never did. Never. Okay, so I need to... Okay, go back to Eric. Okay, let's go back to Eric. Cut out the scene of his statue. I hate to be mean, but I hope we don't see Eric very much in this game. Doing that editing is kind of a pain. Where is he now? I don't see him anywhere. I just barged into his house. Yeah. He's not here at all. So let's check out some of the other areas. He's not here. Is he gonna be down here near that statue that I can't show on YouTube? Because I hope he's not. Okay, this door can be opened? No? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, this is a thing. That appears to be some sort of light switch. Okay, so I seriously have no idea what we're doing here. Oh, here we go. We got a message. The Propeller Playground in West Grain. Return the form under the last stone to the right. Okay, well, now we have that location.
Information on that form.
We couldn't find Eric, so let's just put random stuff down. Okay, let's check out Propeller Park. Or we could just hang around and wait for him. No, that'd take forever. I'll just put down random information. I want to see, can I read the form? Oh, I was kind of hoping we could look at it and there'd be a bunch of funny answers. And I've already lost track of this. So, the last stone to the right on the playground. That's not a very good instruction because, like, what direction am I facing? Like, is it this direction? Or if I'm facing this direction, the last stone's gonna be a different one. That's what I'm trying to say here. That's kind of a cool playground, though. I mean, I guess. Lots of people here. Lots of cars here, I should say. Maybe not so many people. Aha! So is this the final... What's this? I have no idea what that is. Is it for, it's butane gas. Okay. So is this the final? This is the final stone. We are considering this direction to be the correct direction. Maybe? So I've got this gear here indicating I can put things down. Do I need to, like, find a pen to fill out the form? There's a pencil on the bureau in my bedroom. Okay. Yeah, but seriously, like I'm saying, it's like, how do I know this is the right-hand side? If I'm facing a different direction, like, that's the farthest right-hand side. Whatever, I've complained too much. Let's get out of here. Let's go home, let's find this bureau. It's in my dresser, which we couldn't explore that earlier because it was dark. Eat, sleep, write, repeat. Can we see more of her area? Yeah, this is more of her house. It's a hairdryer. It's very nice. Very nice. Lots of laundry, I see. Alright. Now let's go to Propeller Park. Fill out the form. Fill out the form. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the pen, use it on the paper. So I'm an operative communicator, 12 years, 24 subordinates, 34,000. I am very exuberant. I am involved in the communicational coalescence. Do you have any promotions coming up? Called the boss next Thursday. Don't know what that means. Called to boss? Does that mean promoted to big boss? Because that would be a cool promotion. Although I've already got 24 subordinates, so that's apparently a lot. I mean, I don't have 24 subordinates in real life. I have a dog. I'm pretty sure I'm the dog subordinate, though, not the other way around. Come over here, ASAP, colleague in crisis. This is Stina, my best friend. She occasionally appears. I mean, she's in like every game of the series. She's not an occasional character. That looks like something I should be able to pick up, but I guess it's not. Just checking to see if there's anything cool here. In the park, doesn't look like there is. I mean, it's just a cool park. Ooh, can I go here? Yes, I found an item. Haha! We are stealing some kid's plastic shovel, because I don't know, that's really mean, actually. I'm a mean stealing detective machine. I guess that's as far as I can go, and I need to go back here, and back to exit. Let's find Stina. She works at a library, maybe?
Thank you for coming.
Alright, it sounded urgent.
The library assistant was robbed yesterday.
That's not good.
She was sitting on a bench by Quill Lake, reading a book. It's so peaceful there this time of the year.
Yeah, I totally know what that is and where it is.
However, she felt like she was being watched by a man standing by a wooden railing. He was licking on a lollipop and smoking cigarettes. Suddenly, that man appeared behind her and grabbed her by the neck. He took her purse and her necklace.
That's a Dogman book behind her, I noticed. Dogman. Yeah. I'm sorry. How did she know that?
She got a glance of him when he escaped the scene. She wrote down a description.
Okay, male, 45 to 50. How can you tell somebody's age if they're running away from you? I don't know. Medium length, slightly overweight, white hair, stood by wooden railing, close to grill, looked on lollipop, took my starfish necklace. That's not much information to go on.
She understands if the man can't be located. But she wants her necklace back. Can you please do some probing?
How am I supposed to get the necklace if I don't... I mean, ugh. Whatever. I mean, yeah, we'll help out her friend. I'm just saying, it's like, okay, well, you don't need to find the guy, just find the necklace. Well, like, he's the one who stole the necklace, so... Alright, this looks like a place where you just kind of wander around randomly and hope to find something useful. That is trash, that is not useful. It's a pretty cool looking place, I guess. Just follow along the lake here. Nothing here. Nothing to see here, sir. There's trees. That's an exit. Well, I didn't see anything here. I saw 0. Let's check my hint notebook. I'll see if I can find something by the wooden terrace. Great, there's a wooden terrace. This thing's wooden. No, that's the exit. I guess it's not really a terrace. The only way I can go is up left. Okay, this thing is a terrace. Okay, so we can zoom in on this thing. Cigarettes.
That's an unusual
Evil
brand.
cigarettes. Evil cigarettes, definitely. Okay, well, let's find the one person in Sweden who has evil cigarettes. And I'm stealing his lollipop. Alright. No clue here. Okay. I forgot to tell you one more thing. Since the man made her uneasy, she moved to a bench in a more secluded area, approximately 60 meters south of the wooden railing in the grill. That's where she was attacked. So she was attacked 60 meters south. Well, how do I know where south is? Like, which direction is north? I can't tell. I assume it's this way? So Stina's saying, basically, it was this bench. No, it's not that bench. That's not secluded enough. Is a bench here? No. That's a manhole cover. Okay, maybe this is it. Getting myself lost. Here. Here we go. Okay, so this is where the attack happened. Maybe. Studies show smoking hazards are vastly exaggerated. Oh, it wasn't evil cigarettes, it's level cigarettes. And no, I feel like smoking hazards are not exaggerated. I feel like smoking is very bad for you. Well, I still don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, that was a phone number! Oh, well, let's use our burner phone to call it. Alright, well, let's use the phone number on the burner phone. Let's use it on my real phone. Great. Have to use it on your real phone. Use it on the burner phone, why not? Mole is kind of the culprit to give us their phone number anyway. Now what do we do? Maybe Stina can help. Okay, we'll go to Stina for help. Alright, and now I should be able to just run to the exit. Back to Stina. Stina, you're good with computers, right?
Definitely. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Great, thanks. This will definitely help us get the colleague's necklace back. Did they just change the posters? I think they did change the posters and stuff. Huh. Maybe the Gallows Mountain. Follow the stairs. I feel like this is a bad idea. Like whoever is sending these text messages probably knows that my answers were fake and is mad at me. And could be trying to lure me into a trap. That's what I think. Okay, so we're looking for something here. Climbing up the top of the Gallows Mountain.
That must be the stairs.
Woo! That was easy. Top of the stairs, was it? Climbing up to the top. I don't see anything here. That's down. Oh-ho! What's this? A bag of peanuts. I bet there's something cool inside. Yeah, we got a card inside. That's a good way of doing a dead drop. Hiding inside trash that nobody will want to touch. Go back down the stairs to the south of the Ring of Judgment under the first stone. Down the stairs. South of the Ring of Judgment? I don't know, but let's go back down the stairs. No idea where this Ring of Judgment might be. This looks like a soccer field, really. I hope I didn't pass it. Nope, that's exit. That's exit. So that's obviously wrong. Maybe my hint will tell me I will follow the mountain till I get some judgment ring. Okay. Just go around the mountain, I guess. But I can't. I'm not really leading it anywhere, is it? Okay, here. We saw this. Can't turn right, can't really turn left. Just leads me to the exit. Alright, up here. Aha! This is it. Why is this a ring of judgment? The Gallows Mountain got its name from being the location for the public execution of 104 men in 1714. King Frederick ordered the death sentences since the men were too short. He killed people for being too short? Okay. Alright, so they were measured and sentenced publicly in the judgment ring. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. So this refers... I will follow the mountain till I get to some judgment ring. Something's hidden here. Alright. A stone ship close to the mountain. So somewhere where people would get measured. So it's not these stone steps. I'm not going up the steps. I already went up the steps. That wasn't helpful. No secret areas for me to go down here. Because it looks like I might be able to walk there. Okay, back down. Here? No, that's the exit. Oh boy. Please tell me my hint has something new. I'll follow the mountain until I get to some judgment ring. I bet something's hidden there. Alright, let's go back up the mountain, I suppose. Go down the stairs to the south of the Ring of Judgment, under the first stone. So there's some sort of stone on the Ring of Judgment. Yeah, so this gives you a pretty good idea of how hard these games can be. Judgment Ring. So it's Judgment Ring is actually a stone ship. I haven't seen anything that looks like a ship. That's the climbing up area. Alright. Looked around everywhere. Maybe this is it. Is this new or is this different? This looks new. It connects here. Bunch of cars just parked, I guess? Okay. Hold on a second. How is this a ship or a ring? I guess it might be considered a ring of stones. It's like a U-shaped thing. Yeah, I don't know. Be prepared to gather info on Olav. Keep the phone on. Who's Olav? What is this anyway? It's a note hidden inside something else. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going to go back to Eric again. Okay. So let's hope Eric is finally at home and I can find a way to leave this area. Here we go. Got it. Who's Olav?
He was my father. He worked in industrial installations. He was a Russian exchange student, but defected to Sweden when I was born. He's been dead since 1988.
Well, we kind of got a message about him being alive, maybe. So, did your father leave anything behind?
I inherited his house. I haven't used it at all, except for storing some stuff. It's in an atrocious condition.
Well, I guess that's our clue. We'll go to the dad's house. So do we have anything fancy here? Just an abandoned house in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. That's a door I can open.
It's too firm.
Don't I have some sort of spray? Okay, it's the handle that's too firm. Let's see. Nope, don't have anything to fix that. This house has been abandoned for decades. Let's check it out. That's this. Coffee.
It's missing the teeth.
I don't know what that is. I'm not taking it with me, I guess. Tic-tac-toe. Well, that's a fun game. I wonder why the board is numbered. Is that usual for tic-tac-toe? CD player. Nice. It's got an outlet for headphones. Oh, I have to use that. Guess Carol can't take it with her. What a shame. Could listen to some rad tunes. 2 things here. Alright. We have that. This looks like it's just a clock that's completely broken. Alright, nothing really of interest here in this house, right? I think we've confirmed that. Oh, wait, we got this area. Okay, we got 2 items here. I can't help writing you again. Not an hour goes by without me thinking about you. While I love to envision your face, your voice, and the touch of your hands, it also agonizes me, since I never know, when can I see you again? I've never been so reluctant to prioritize safety. But yeah, I just love you that much. Okay, so Dad had a love letter from someone named Irina. Willing to risk her safety. Oh, totally a puzzle. That's totally a puzzle there. So we're going to have to use the puzzle to open up that. I assume we're going to need to find the solution to the puzzle before we can actually solve the puzzle. That looks like a code. Shakespeare. Gotta love that guy. Wrote a lot of plays. What's this? Locked. They're both locked. I have no keys. I have 0 keys. I have screws, a folding ruler. Come on, let me see the last thing, and a lollipop. Let's check out this. Nothing there. Oh, upstairs. Yeah, let's check out the attic. Picture of, looks like boys beating each other up. Weird thing to have in your attic. I don't know what's in there. Wow, there's like 100 things here. Okay. This is your stereo player. This is where they kept all their electronics. Check it out. We've got a package. Dio! I hope that's a fake dead rat. I think it's a fake one. Still very scary. It's a safe. Yeah, we're gonna need a combination, otherwise we can't open that up. Something near the bed here. I forgot the chisel on the roof of the junk shed. An old note from decades ago. Probably still relevant though, right? Like the chisel's probably still on the roof of the junk shed, and if he thought it was important enough to make a note about, I should probably go there and get it. Let's do it. Oh, good, we've got a ladder. Let's climb it. Ew, it's all broken and stuff.
It's beyond reach.
Here's the chisel. It's not beyond reach. You have a folding ruler. I am so good at this. Aha, we got the chisel. What was that thing around the top of the chisel? I guess that was just to make sure that it wouldn't, like, be hurt. So that's why it's in good condition after all these years. It can still work because it had a protective covering. Alrighty, so let's check out the rest of this area. I think we're mostly done, unless like one of these other buildings around here is a building we can go to. It looks like it was. Key, don't have a key for it. This might be a building. Or not. That's the first building. It looks like we've thoroughly explored this place, right? I can use the chisel to open the shed. I think I'll find something handy in the shed. Brilliant detective work. Alright. Where is it? This one. Yeah, we don't need a key. We've got a chisel. Cool. And that gave us a key, and we definitely needed a key. So let's go back inside the house and use that key. Where did we need the key, though? Okay, this is... Guess I can't use the file there. Is this a coffee maker? That was the thing that is toothless. Oh dear, I'm expected to remember something I saw 2 minutes ago? What is this? Video games? Come on. Nope, that's not the locked thing. Maybe it was upstairs or somewhere over here. Yeah, locked drawer. There's like the 2 drawers that were locked. Right here. Got it. Okay, I remembered. Okay, SE. It looks like just an old thing of pottery. Park, round bench, east side of a tree. Alright. Yeah, this looks just like old pottery. And then an old note. I don't even know if it's relevant anymore. I hope it is. Oh, do we not have a key? Can we not use the key on the right-hand side? Oh, is that it? That is it. We can only use the one key the once. And we throw it away without even seeing if it works for anywhere else. Brilliant detective work, Carol. Maybe we have to, like, climb that big ladder up to the roof of the main building at some point. Wouldn't that be cool? Alright, so we just got the new park right over here. I'm already forgetting our note. Right of the bench. Third one from something. Wish I carried that note with me. No, that's the description of the robber. Alright. Well, some sort of bench. Let's check it out. I'm standing on a green thing. Yeah! This it? Nope, nothing there. Ah! Uh-huh! I guess I'm digging here. Well, dig some more, Carol.
Dang.
Oh, it broke. Well, that's a shame. Well, it looks like we found it. It's a film canister. But it's not film, it's 0. Received from, oh man, we have that Shakespeare book back in his house. Okay, so Dad might have been a spy. That's what I'm taking from this, and I don't know if I'm wrong. So Oblav's cabin. Alright, Oblav. Gonna grab your Shakespeare book, which was definitely somewhere in your house. It's here, right? Commend me to thy lady. Alright. Oh. Page 718, person after nurse. Or 712.
Peter?
It's Peter. Peter. Alright. Page 550, word
Mine.
3. I go forward. Scene 2, second word on the fourth line. Romeo? No. Fourth line. Good. No.
Soft.
Soft.
Peter Myoft.
Second word.
Maybe Stina can trace that name.
All right. So Peter Myoft was, let's read this original instruction again. Round bench, east side of tree. All right, I guess that fits with the the clue that I stumbled upon. Okay, Stina, I am very glad whenever Carol says something like, I need to talk to Stina, because that lets me know what to do next and I don't have to guess. Let's go to Stina here. And you'll notice some areas have dropped, or at least something dropped out, right? Things dropped off of our map, indicating we can't go there anymore. I wonder why Propeller Park is still there. Maybe we'll go back there. Maybe we've got more propellers to play with. That is my home. That is not Stina. Stina is not hanging out in my home. I can see more of my bathroom now. That's good. See more of this.
This will
Turmeric.
give the wine the right yellow tint.
Oh. This is something that goes in wine. It changes it to yellow. Okay. This is Stina. Okay, so Stina, I've got some names here. Hey, they changed the posters again.
Bring it on.
So it's Peter Myoft.
That one was easy. He lives on Flowerpot Street 19.
Oh, well, that was okay, great. She is my excellent tech person. Okay, this guy's been dead for 35 years, Olav Levin.
Here's some stuff that you might find relevant.
Gee, I really should just call her and have her do this research constantly if she's so good at it, instead of just occasionally coming to her. Wow, she got all this information in 3 seconds. Born in Russia in 1942, came to Sweden as a PhD student, had a son during his second year, defected to Sweden that same year. Mother died after giving birth. Aww. Worked with industrial installations once he finished his studies, so he didn't go on to be... What was his studies? I mean, PhD student, so... I mean, I guess he could have been an engineer, so maybe he worked as an engineer. Oh, committed suicide. Oh, that's not outstanding. That is very sad. Okay, so let's meet Peter. Did Peter know Olav? We'll find out. I tracked you down following a lead I found in Olav's old house.
That's impressive. And highly unexpected.
And it looks like you are playing a game of solitaire. Sorry to interrupt. So how did your name end up in his house?
I can tell you that. I'm not bound by any confidentiality obligation anymore. The Soviet Union was dissolved over 30 years ago.
Okay, well then tell the truth. What is this? Are you a Cold War spy or something?
I was an intelligence officer on the Russian embassy during the Cold War.
I was so right! Oh man! Okay, so, what can you tell me about this guy?
He was a case officer. It meant that he recruited spies and then managed them. He used a very sophisticated communication system.
Okay, so he is definitely... Wow, okay. So, Olav was a spy. Well, that makes me think he didn't commit suicide, that somebody murdered him and made it look like it was suicide. So yeah, he used dead drops, because we've been seeing some of those.
Exactly. It was believed that he had several planted for him when he died.
I guess he's probably like one of those extreme spies, so he has a bunch of dead drops and things already in place just in case he should die. So can they still be there? I think they are, because I found a couple of dead drops that he left behind, leading me to this guy.
Oh, it's quite possible. His agents were trained to use solid locations, and I don't think that any of them dared to return the drops after his death.
So why would somebody care about this guy now?
I was just about to ask you the same thing. I haven't heard his name mentioned this side of the millennium.
So are you familiar with the signature Wimbrel? Where did I see that? I don't remember.
Indeed I am. It was one of Olaf's agents. He used to write messages with milk. The paper then had to be heated to reveal the message.
Thank you very much. You have been more helpful than
welcome,
anybody
young lady.
else. You are the most helpful person in this entire game. Alright, so let's see. Where did we find it? Wimbrel. Yeah, it was written at the bottom of our Shakespeare page. That's how we know the word. So we're probably going to have to heat that up, except my lighter doesn't have any gas, so I can't do it. Do I mix it with this thing? Am I going to have a puzzle? I'm probably going to have a puzzle finding a way. The hairdryer in my bedroom. Well, yeah, that actually works well. I was thinking of setting it on fire. I guess using a microwave might work too. Well, it's a good thing I have a hairdryer. Okay, it's on. Now I use the message. On Petrichor Islet in a hollow metal pipe in the mountain just before the jetty. Let's go there. Let's see what this cool spy stuff is. Oh, I like it. I like it. So Petrichor, that means like what? Rock blood or something? I don't know. Just before the jetty, there's some sort of pipe here. I guess it's safe to hide messages in like abandoned pipes.
The place mentioned in the message should be somewhere here.
Because we already saw something hidden in a pipe earlier in this game, but it wasn't an abandoned pipe. It was just a pipe.
I can hardly see anything.
Well, I'm not going to put my arm down there. Let's use our ruler. Do I need a flashlight? Oh, I have a phone. Use my phone. This is going to be a puzzle, isn't it? I should search the jetty. Okay, let's also search the jetty then. Because apparently the game does not want me to solve the puzzle of the pipe right now. I'm guessing jetty means this thing, not that thing. This thing. It's a thing. Is it a jetty? It's like a dock, maybe? I don't know. Jet set? I'm not part of the jet setting crowd. So that's fishing line and scissors. I don't need fishing line, but I do need scissors. And I can pick it up and look at it, but I can't take it. Okay. Alright, what do we do now, Carol? Maybe I should use the scissors on the lot. Why would I do that? What is the point? Oh, wait. So if I use the scissors on the lollipop, Nope, I have no idea what I'm doing then. I thought I was gonna stick the sticky part of the lollipop on the edge of our folding ruler so we can grab something far away. But now I threw out the part of the lollipop that I expected. What am I gonna do with it? I can put the pop stick in the butane gas ball. You can. Why? How? What does that do? Okay, that works as a makeshift nozzle for the butane gas. And I will use that to light up my lighter. And now I can turn on the light and actually see what's going on in this dark pipe area. Right? I think that's the solution here.
It's a metal object. I can't get it out with my fingers.
Use a magnet or this. I don't think I have a magnet. Okay, so I need something that attracts metal. Maybe I have it at home, possibly in the kitchen. Well, was there just a magnet hanging around in my kitchen that I didn't notice earlier? It looks like we've come to the part of the game where it's like a puzzle where you need to find 5 items, and hopefully you've been collecting those items all along, otherwise you're stuck. Well, I haven't been collecting those items all along. Maybe it's in the refrigerator, right? Because the fridge didn't open last time I was inside the kitchen. Fridge did not open. Is that a battery? There's batteries there? Okay. Cooking sauce. That looks good. Oh, there's a magnet. Alright, we found it. Hooray! Is a tiny magnet like that going to work, or am I going to have to add something to it? So used cars and grain bins. Used cars on this island. Well, I could get myself a new car while I'm here. Well, it looks like using the magnet on this is just not a good idea. What was this? A number. Yeah, what was with that number, huh? I can remove the plastic cover. There's a plastic cover on the magnet. Totally didn't see that. Well, I've got a file. No, the nail file. Now it's an exposed magnet. I thought that green part was just part of the magnet. Okay. So now I cannot use the magnet on this. Alright, alright. Do I use the screws on the magnet? Do I use the magnet on this? Do I use the fishing line on the magnet? Help me out here. Help me out here. Oh, and this is my board. Oh, I haven't seen this. Okay, so it's keeping track of all these characters. Eric, recruited for obscure intelligence work. Probably didn't know his dad was a spy. I can put the magnet on the lighter. Wouldn't that just stick the magnet to the lighter? Yeah, and not reach the item? I don't know. I guess the... Here we go. We found it. Hopefully that will be the end of the puzzle. It's a picture of this thing.
That's by the crane docks.
So let's go to the crane docks and find what that item is. Find out what that area is. It looks like a crane. Well, duh, it's a crane. It's by the crane docks. Oh, there's the big crane. Crane. I like the crane. It's loading. This area takes a while to load, huh? Bet it's got a beautiful view if I turn to the side there, yeah. Like, whoa, check out the view. And that's definitely it right there. Okay, let's go. Let's find it. I don't know, is this the crane from like 100 years ago? And that's the dog area. No, I don't need doggies. I don't have a dog. I mean, I have a dog, but Carol does not have a dog right here at this moment in time. This is a replica of the original crane built in 1854. It's the only one standing since the 19th century. Apart from the cranes at this excavation site, you can check the museum. Weird. What does my hint want me to do? To check the museum. Why do I need to check the museum? Like that picture we saw indicated this is the crane, right? Or no, it said this is a replica. Where's the real one? I guess because this is a replica, we're gonna have to go to the museum and find out where the real one is. Well, this would be another case where it's like, I should be able to call my friend Stina because apparently she's amazing at research. Then she could just look that up in 3 seconds. Alrighty, let's crane this up. This doesn't look like a museum. Alright, press here. How many spokes do the cranes in the exposition have? 5 and 7. Powered by wind and water. I don't know these symbols. Okay, looks like I actually do have to explore this area to know what this... Solve that puzzle. Looks like a paper. Looks like a person. I guess that's just clothing made to look like a person. Oh man, it's not open. Do I call this number?
I can't take your call at this time. If you're calling about the lost key near the stairs by the Adam and Eva Club, please leave your number.
Out. Yeah, see, this is where it feels like we've gotten a little sidetracked. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I guess we were supposed to examine that museum, but nobody was at that museum. And apparently we need... I'm guessing we just need to figure out that museum, so we... Yeah, there's nothing else to this area. Wait, there's this. Sorry, everybody, my computer messed up there. Hopefully you can see this. We have a pair of sunglasses. And I think we had the spokes. So 5. Yeah, we had 5 spokes there. And then indeed 7 spokes here. So at least we've confirmed the first number of things. And then this is a rock. Right. So it's just 5 and 7. I have no idea how it was powered. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to answer the other one. I bet my hint says to try to find the keys. If I descend the stairs and continue to the right, I see something on the ground. Oh, there are stairs to descend. Perhaps there are stairs here. Oh, hey, it's that person. Like, I see these stairs, but there's nothing on the ground there. Oh, maybe I'll find the key for that. Or, I don't know, the person said lost keys, right? So it's going to be the case where we impersonate someone to get their keys, which is not very nice. Oh, and then these messages. This, that, and that. Okay, so it's... The X is the one that's also an X, and then the one that's also an X. That is not helpful for me to say letter X, is it? Let's see if we can do it anyway. 5 and 7. Wind and water. X. X, X, X. I have them incorrect. 5 and 7, wind and water, X, 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 X. Okay, I do not know how those wheels go. That is a bit too difficult for me. I guess it's a trick to make sure I don't solve the puzzle too quickly. I am stuck on the puzzle finding stairs that I can go down. I like to think I got that puzzle correct, though. Yeah, see, I'm good at puzzles sometimes. If I descend the stairs, then continue to the right. What stairs is Carol talking about? There are no stairs here. Here are the stairs. I'm sorry. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe the game is assuming I'm at that club, and that's why I am in trouble. The stairs! Here we go! It's a location called the stairs. That, now I feel dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna descend the stairs. Hey, I descended them. And then I'm gonna go to the right. Here we go. Now I'm ascending the stairs. This is like a cool place. A carnival, yay! But that is not an important item. Let's see if we can find the item that I'm supposed to be finding. Okay, foosball table. We have a screwdriver. We did it. I think that's it, right? If I descend the stairs and continue to the right, I see something on the ground. Okay, I'm still messing up on that one clue. Where are those stairs anyway? I guess I might have overshot the stairs. Here are the stairs. Okay. Descend the stairs. I'm gonna take a look. Anything on the ground? No idea why this graduated into like the hardest puzzle of the game. Here. Like I see nothing on the stairs, but this goes up. That's the other side of the table. I'm getting a little frustrated here. I'm sorry. I will try to keep a positive mindset. Well, this doesn't go anywhere. This is just a waste of my time. Okay. It's a fancy looking location, I guess, but I can't find your item that's on the ground. I'm sure people watching this video are just screaming at me. You missed it. It was on the right. How could you miss it? It was right there. Ugh. Maybe if I descend these stairs? Nothing on the ground here. That's why I'm pressing the space bar every single time to make sure I haven't missed anything. Okay, I went down the stairs. I'm looking carefully on the ground. There's some old factories. Try to find keys, because that's probably what we're trying to find. We're trying to find some keys. If I descend the stairs, and then continue to the right. I'm at the correct location, yes? The stairs. I'm descending the stairs. Should be able to see keys on the ground. Is that a kissing station? What on earth is... You know, I don't want to know. Does anybody see keys on the ground? No, I'm continuing to the right. This is definitely continuing to the right. That counts. Here it is. Those aren't keys. Call me. We can look at the fireworks for the bridge. Why do we care about this? Oh, this is the museum guy. The Stone Museum guy. He apparently is friends with somebody named Sitka. And they check out the fireworks on the bridge, from the bridge at Carnival Night. And we did see the thing for the carnival. So let's go to that location. We are putting in so much work to find this guy's keys. I hope it's important. So he visited his girlfriend somewhere here for Carnival Night. Maybe. I exit. No, I don't want to exit. I want to find something here. This is a bridge. It's a little harder to get lost on a bridge, right? Could have been a paper there, but there wasn't. So let's check one of these other ones. Like, maybe he dropped his keys somewhere here. Flashlight. Well, that would have been useful earlier. You know, when we were trying to look in the dark. Hint, what am I doing? It's a long shot, but maybe I'll find the key there. I'll set my sights low. I feel like that's the clue to look low at the bottom, right? Aha, is this it? It is a long shot. Let's hope that's the key. I also should have told you that Olav had a cabin for boar hunting. Oh. Good to know he had a second cabin. So back to the Stone Museum. After that little detour, we can get inside. Great. So that was it? Can't mess around with anything here. It is just that. Okay. Give me a second. I'm taking a picture with my phone. Because that's clearly what I'm going to do there now. I mean, this looks cool. Anything here? No. Might as well take a picture of the other symbols, too. Ah, no. My phone is messing up. There we go. I got the pictures. Five and 7. I guess it's wind and water. Picture was 4, 2, 1, 1. And now we're gonna spin these around. Whoever created this puzzle probably has too much time on their hands. Alright. Looks accurate to me. Did I make a mistake? That looks good. Yeah, this one's down. This one's down. This one's up. This one's up. This one's down. Help me out here. Okay, 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Okay, they were powered by wind. So that's where I got wrong. It's 5 and 6, wind. Then down, down, left, left. Congratulations, you've been an observant visitor at the Kettlestone Museum. For another vintage crane, visit the crane in Fiskeby by the quay near the riding school. Now, I just realized we haven't seen Jonas yet. Like, we got a message from him, but we haven't seen him yet. Okay, so this is not the crane we are looking for. Again, I feel like we could have gotten our cool friend Stina just to look up the crane information for us, because she's good at that sort of thing. Alrighty, let's see if we can find the crane. Ah, this might be it. Okay, so is this the crane the spies were using?
That's the one on the picture.
Woo! Alright, so let's get a closer look, right? Are we just going to observe it from a distance? What are you doing, Carol? What are we doing now? We found it. I need to enter these bunkers. You do? Oh, okay. She's gonna ignore the crane. I thought there was gonna be like a hidden message in the crane. Or there's a hidden area here. I guess there's a hidden area here. It's dark. I got the light. Right? What is this thing, then, if it's not a light bulb? It's a bicycle lamp. Yeah, totally. Let's just use it. There we go. I can't see in the dark, but I've got a couple things here. It's a can. Definitely looks like a picture puzzle. Probably doesn't make sense to anybody who's not a spy. Gotta make sure I didn't miss anything there. Nope, did not. I finally managed to track down that telephone number you found at the scene of the robbery. Get over here and I'll tell you about it. Hey, you have the phone, Stina. You could just text me. Alright, let's check out these other rooms here. Leaves outside. Okay, it looks like those other rooms are just filled with junk. Let's go back to Stina. See what she's got going on for us.
The number goes to the owner of a downtown tech store. He's recently been released from a shorter prison sentence for fencing.
Selling stolen objects, you mean? Okay. So that's excellent. I found this sketch of a building. Do you know what it is?
No, but I can ask around.
I would appreciate that. Bye for now. Okay, so presumably this is the person who robbed Stina's co-worker. I feel like that's it, right?
Innovation is my motivation.
Oh no! I remember this guy from the other Carol Reed games. Everybody, it's our best friend. It's Big A. How's it doing? I mean, how's it going, guy? You've got a great slogan.
It helps me carry my brand. It also conveys my ambition to be a pioneer in the tech arena.
That picture behind you looks weird. You've got a bunch of pictures here, actually. I don't know, you seem strange, sir. So, have you been selling stolen necklaces?
I reject the premise of the question. I don't deal in jewelry.
Alright, well, you can reject the question all you want, but I want my starfish necklace.
Do you know what? A friend of mine needs a fresh urine sample.
What? No! Gross!
He needs to provide one regularly during a pending divorce case.
Okay, so?
He forgot to prepare for it today. If you can provide one for him, I'll see what I can do about the necklace. You can use this vial.
This is disgusting. Answer no.
There's
Oh.
a toilet back here if you're a shy girl.
Can I do this at home?
As long as you get back before closing time today.
Then we have a deal. Oh, this is so gross. Ew. Well, the bathroom is here. Do I have a bathtub somewhere in my bathroom? Where do I use this? With water in the bathroom. Okay, so I use the sink. I turn on the sink first. I fill it with water. And then what's my next step? That's animation right there. Woo! Something in my wardrobe will come to use now. So by wardrobe, she means like closet, right? This thing? Okay, it's turmeric. That makes something yellow, right? Was that it? So I probably need the scissors to open it. gonna mix it with the normal water, and it looks like a urine sample. Okay, that's the puzzle. We need to make a fake sample. All right. I guess that works. It's just a disgusting puzzle, okay? So here you go, buddy.
I'm playing this game in between customers.
No, stop. Stop talking.
But now I can't get to the next level.
Just give me the information I
go?
want. Ugh.
After that, the necklace is yours.
Alright, well, he wants a video game. Let me take a look at this game. It's called Rub Out the School. So I need to rub something? I hope this doesn't mean, like, I have to destroy the school, because that would be bad. One, 2, 3, 4. I see that's a thing. So those are numbers. And I mean, I guess first I need to enter the hopscotch numbers and the color of stones is 3, 2, 1, 4. Where were colored stones? Does anybody see colored stones? No. 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 And, okay, this. 3, 2, 1, 4. I guess that's it. Alright, we got to the next portion of this level. The impossible level. That sign looks like a thing. What? No, way too many things to press. And that's gonna be it. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. It's probably gonna be our big clue, right? What on earth? And then we have a bunch of letters. So red, orange, yellow, green. I reject the premise of this puzzle. I have no idea what's going on. So the first puzzle I encounter is a grid with 100 numbers. The clock on the wall gives me a hint. Alright, so we need to find a clock on a wall somewhere. Does anybody see that? No, I actually didn't see any clocks and any walls. I can't go back there. This is a case where it's like, okay, the game is trying to give me a hint, but kind of failing miserably. I don't know if it's the game's fault or if it's my fault. Probably mine. Let's just keep going and see if we can find a clock on a wall. I guess we can hit that exit button at any point if we really want to. But no, we're gonna be good. Otherwise, you know... Okay, here it is. 1356. Great. That worked. The puzzle, which resembles a multicolored snake, is tricky. Some of its colors match the circles. The colors will respond to the word timer on the snake. The word timer. So, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. That's not very tricky. Let's see if we can find a snake. So it's gonna be red, orange, yellow, green, blue. That was simple enough, right? That wasn't even kind of tough. But this is not the same color segment, right? So the third puzzle looks like countries on the map. I bet that solution can be found on the pattern I find if I walk past the... You can walk past the puzzle. And this looks like a totally different puzzle, maybe. So you walk past the puzzle. don't see anything if I walk past the puzzle. Let me reread those instructions. If I walk past the puzzle and then look to the right, gray, yellow, green, red, blue. Walk past the puzzle, look right. Gray, yellow, green, red, blue. Is that it? It's those first four numbers? Gray, yellow, green, red, blue. I guess it is. Yellow, green, red, blue. Exit the schoolyard through the gate to enter the next level. Let's see if I can find this gate.
You crushed
Yeah.
that level. You've earned your necklace.
I have more than earned this necklace. Thank you, Big A. So, give it back to Stina, because it's her co-worker who needs that necklace.
She'll be delighted. Thank you so much.
We don't know who the criminal is, and I don't think we ever will. But that's okay. So, did you ask about the sketch of the building?
Of course I did. It's from the old refugee camp in Dovercroft.
It's my next stop. Okay, so the spies were checking out something here. Let's see if we can find that building. Alright, let's go forward. It feels like we're back on track after a long interlude. Dovercroft was Sweden's largest refuge camp during World War II. Mainly housed Polish-speaking women who were liberated from German concentration camps, Auschwitz and Bergen-Belsen. Not much is left of the camp today. The barracks are long gone. Some foundations and bomb shelters might be found in the this area. All right. Historical site. Interesting. Like the water, very peaceful. It seems like a cool spot. But it doesn't look like we're finding anything. Is this it? This must be where we're supposed to go. That's the exact same spot I was at. Let's see. Is that an item? No, that's not an item. It's a bomb shelter, a memorial stone near the beach. But it doesn't look like we can explore the forest where the stuff is. Nor can we explore this beach. Is this it? Okay, I was supposed to turn, maybe? No, I mean, this is just a foundation thing, right? Doesn't look like there's any spy material going on here. There's my bike. What's this? Can't read that sign. I missed something. Yeah, I feel like this is probably, what the game does if you mess something up. I missed something in Fiskeby Crane that I'll need now. It's behind the third door. Alright, there's more than one door. Which door is the third door? Is this it? This looks like a new area I have not seen before. Two. Oh man, so we've got a 0 and a 2. That looks important. Okay, so now where am I? Now I'll use Carol's hint again. Missed something behind the third door. Alright. Still not sure how you give a number to these doors. Third door here? Okay, apparently, yeah, there's a whole nother area I just didn't know was real. Oh, I bet that's the tic-tac-toe thing, right? Yeah, it's got to match with this tic-tac-toe board. That's empty. Alright, so we found this fancy item. Now I need to visit the building that resembles the one in my drawing. Where's my drawing? So, I need to find the building that looks like this at Doverfield. Dovercroft. Okay, there's the memorial marker, yeah. I couldn't find any buildings last time I was here. Hint. I shouldn't, like, go to the hint immediately, but... let's look for something that looks like that. Is this it? It's down here. We already thoroughly explored this area. That's not anything I can look at. Is this new? This is different. It is. Okay, no, this is, yeah, this is new. 1944. Okay, so this is kind of a building. Oh, do I need to use my bike lamp here? I'm at the building. This should be it. Trying to get my hint button to show up again. I think I can open the round metal box with the help of the... Why? Okay. So I know I'm putting these things together here. It's 1944. And that's going to match with this thing, tic-tac-toe, of... Actually, I have no idea. But in tic-tac-toe, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's going to be this number. No, that's not going to be it at all. Well, then what am I trying to open? I'm very sorry for messing this up. So I'll press the symbols in the following order. 5, 1, 4, 4. Okay. Okay. I think what it's saying is that if we take the tic-tac-toe board, put those numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is going to be 9, right? And this is going to be number 1. So 1, and then number 9 is going to be this one, 9, and then 4 is this. So that's 1944. That's the number from Fiskeby. And apparently that didn't work, so let's try again. 1, 9, 4, 4. I could be misremembering what numbers were on the tic-tac-toe box. Let's go back to the cabin and find out. Instead of using a hint. I'm actually going to research this. I'm going to solve this the legitimate way. After failing so many puzzles. Okay, so it's... I had it inverted. So 1944, it's gonna be this, that, and that. Come on. So then it was 1, 9, 4, 4. Oh, hey, is that the teeth for that thing that needs teeth? Did I actually do something right? Whoa, it was a great thing I came here. So what do I need this for? What is this even? I will need screws. Oh, okay, that's why this thing isn't fixed. I need the screws. Okay, well, I've got screws. And I have a screwdriver. Oh, right. So random items we've just been picking up throughout the entire game finally come in handy. Sounds nice, but what is the point of this? The drawer to the right of the bicycle has a musical code. Whoa. Alright, let's take a look. With the drawer near the bicycle. Does anybody see a bicycle anywhere? This is the musical code. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just look this up. Sorry. 3, 5, 2, 1. So does this match? I get it. On the left, it's the higher notes, and on the right, it's the lower notes. Unsolved Swedish mysteries. During an exhibition at the Art Museum, a portrait of Stalin was stolen. Dun dun dun. How the painting came to fruition is somewhat of a mystery itself. Let's see. Stalin is an amateur painter, expressed admiration for the portraits of the Swedish king. There are rumors about him having communist sympathies. He didn't finish the painting in Russia, sent it to Sweden for final touches. Before he had time to send it back to Russia, he died. He donated his remaining works to the museum. It's photographs by himself. Okay, the painting was stolen. Who broke into the museum during the night? He was arrested the following day. He managed to hide the painting. Police weren't able to find it, and he was killed in prison in 1988. Oh, man. Okay, so maybe this is what the whole mystery is about. Some very important painting of Stalin was stolen? Gosh. So 1985, and this painting must have been like 1930. Okay, so 1937 painting stolen in 1985. The criminal was killed in 1988. That's the same year that Olav died, right? The theft is believed to have been orchestrated by the Communist Party. Alright, so Russia really wanted to get that back. That painting back for some reason. I must not forget to look for the drop behind the doors at the Oil Mountains. Political systems are supposed to unite people, but sometimes they've proven to have quite the opposite effect. Not gonna argue with that. People can, like, argue about politics. I've seen people argue about politics forever and ever. It's all they do. Oh, man. Okay, so... I'm so bad. I just forgot what we were doing. Something about Oil Mountain. It's like, I must not forget to check the thing near the Oil Mountain dead drop. It's like, where's that dead drop? Looks like it might be here, maybe. Let's go through the no trespassing area. Sure, let's do that. Let's do it. Clearly other people have been here. They've just done a bunch of graffiti. Alright, I guess none of those were the thing we're looking for. Just checking to make sure I'm going the right way. Looks like this must be it. It's underneath those places. Here we go. This looks like a nice dead drop location. I still have my light.
I'm not sticking my hand in that again.
Oh, well, I need something to get rid of the rats. I'll just use the ruler.
That's the tiniest text I've ever seen.
There was a... Ooh, nice. There's a magnifying glass at your house. Better use it. Go use your magnifying glass at the house. Run home. I can't wait to see what it says. And we've definitely got, like, these letters. Well, Interesting. I don't think we can, like, go
Not
see
now.
our characters again. Like, I
Not
can't
yet.
see Peter. Can't see Eric. Let's just go back home. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see how, you know, this is sort of game where you'd want to play it a couple times to get a complete sense of everything and how all these clues fit together, because otherwise you can be confused. Avoid storing important material by the old sulfite factory area. A strange message. And now it just seems to be, well, at least it tells us there's a dead drop near there. Let's go there. Might be useful. Uh-oh. Warning sign. Contaminated. Eee. Don't play or hang out here. Well, great. I'm gonna die now. Thank you, Carol. That's a really cool plant. I like that. Alright, let's see. Where's my pathway leading me to? Where would spies have a dead drop here? Here. Yeah, they seem to really like these areas. How am I gonna break open this door? I don't have a key. I don't have anything that resembles a key at this point. Might need to check my hint. Just before I reach the concrete objects that look like chimneys, I can descend to the right and find a small detached door. So am I at the oil mountain? Let's check. Just before I reach the things that look like chimneys. I think that's where I am, right? Oil mountain. So I totally missed something here. Yeah, no. I was not at the oil mountain. I was at the other spot. Is there anything here that looks like a chimney? That's a no trespassing area. Just before these things. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was this. I can descend to the right. Alright, so this is an area that was hard to find. I think I checked here. Right? This is the rat area that we checked? No, this is a new one. Oh my. Alright, well let's see what this is. It's a dirty metal box. Okay, so what does this have to do with what I'm doing now? I'm at search everywhere. Is there a place where you could store something in the sulfite factory grounds? I did find an item that I had previously missed. Not to the factory grounds. Guess I didn't finish exploring the factory grounds enough. Somewhere that looks like a spy drop. That could have been a spy drop underneath one of those. Oh, what's this? It's nothing. Under the last bench beneath Pepper Hill. Whoa, okay. That's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to look there, and that somehow triggers the modern-day culprit. I don't know why I'm calling this person a culprit. I mean, this person might not be a culprit. Whoa, hey, look, it's a giant pepper. Well, now I know how Pepper Hill got its name. So what was the message? It said, under the last bench. Again, without knowing what direction we're coming from, it's hard to make this dead drop correctly. I'm gonna look silly checking under every single bench here. Yeah, because either of them could technically be the last bench, but I guess they're not. They're not. Alright, what about this bench? Not you. How's that? No? Is that not the last bench? I guess that's not it. There's the pepper. Here we go. Please not be it. Okay, that's not it. Wrong direction then, I guess. Like, you could have been more specific and said take a right and then check under the last bench. Take a left was the actual thing. Find Olav's watch. Wasn't that in his house or something? We did get that text message saying Olav had a sort of a hunting place that he used to hang out at. Maybe we're supposed to find that. I need to figure out how to leave this place. There it is. I'll go back to his cabin, I suppose. Maybe when I'm exploring the cabin, I'll find something related to that sulfite area that we were hanging out in. The only one I can ask about this is Eric. Okay, so we're actually going to go to Eric's place now. Hey everybody, I'm Arglefump. Just want to point out that it's another day. It was getting late, so I turned off my computer for the night. Now it's the next morning, and hopefully I have not forgotten everything about the game overnight. So, we're looking for this guy's dad's watch.
Yes, I have it right here.
Sweet, give it to me. Wasn't there a thing like at the cabin that was missing a watch? Or there was a watch in Carol's area as well. Meet me at the pecking house and need help that requires inventiveness. Aw man, it's my buddy Jonas. Jonas, okay. So we're going to... I hope this isn't just like a complete, like, red herring side diversion, but it might be. I was in the middle of solving a fantastic mystery here.
Carol. What's popping?
Nothing's popping. We've got a bunch of dead drops, fake windmills, stolen necklace too. That was exciting.
I promised to arrange a treasure hunt for my niece. That wasn't such a good idea. This far, I've failed miserably.
Well, maybe you could just reuse all the treasure hunting dead drop places that I've encountered so far. Yeah, just copy paste them.
I have 5 toys, and they're supposed to be hidden along the horseshoe path in the Retton Forest. I simply don't have the imagination to come up with a functional composition.
What does that even mean? I do not understand that sentence.
I kind of figured that, yes.
You just need me to hide toys for you? Because I can hide toys, yeah. So I have a watch. Can you open up the watch? Oh, so this is how Jonas comes into play. All right.
That I can do. Give it to me, and I'll give you the toys.
All right, I can get these toys. I'll get them hidden for you, sir. All Alrighty, so it is relevant. Jonas, he was sort of introduced as like a love interest for Carol, but they just have normal friend conversations. So maybe their relationship didn't work out. Nah, I don't really care. So, Horseshoe... No, I care deeply. It's romance. Come on, guys. I really care. But, like, maybe I was thinking, like, hide it. I'd see how many trees have this horseshoe mark on it, because if it's like every tree has a horseshoe mark on it, if there's 5 trees with a horseshoe mark on it, that would perfectly fit the 5 toys. So the hammer can be hidden under fallen branches. So basically, we're just looking for good hiding spots. Is that it? Alrighty. Uh-oh, I've got myself turned around. There we go.
Doesn't feel right.
Alright, so it is very specific that it has to be the hammer. Alright. Wonder why that's the case. Alright, nothing to the left and to the right. Ah, this looks like something. This could be a drill. Nice. Got it. Ooh, and this could be the phone? No, it's a car. What? Why not the car?
No.
Ah.
Doesn't feel right.
See, I have done this in real life for Girl Scout camp, except we didn't want the toys to be hard to find, so we actually put, like, glitter, you know, around where the toys are to make them easier to find. Just a fun little game for the Girl Scout campers. Find the toys hidden in the little forest area. And this one really angry lady saw it and got so mad. She's like, these kids are just leaving their toys everywhere and making a huge mess. So she went and gathered all of them and went to camp and yelled at the poor camp counselors. Fortunately, we got one of the adults to calm down the angry lady. But still, it's like, it's just a game. It's a hide-and-seek game, a fun hide-and-seek game for the kids. And at the end of the day, we send somebody back to find all the lost toys in case they missed some.
I'd better cover that up.
Well, let's see. Do we have something to cover it up with? So yeah, Carol's definitely trying harder than we were. We wanted the kids to find the toys, because the kids feel really happy when they find one of those little toys. It was fun, yeah. Alrighty, so I think I'm done here. You know, speaking of these, like, hide-and-seek-like things, you never ever had a situation where you're dropping off... Like, you find an Easter egg hidden in the backyard 5 months after Easter. It's like, whoops, that's happened to us. So drop the watch by the utility house near the Kingsburg Mountain. No, I don't have the watch anymore. Jonas does.
I've got other things to do.
Okay, I'm not going to visit Jonas and get that watch back. Okay, fine. I've got other things to do.
I'd better find something to dump here.
Alright, so let's just give my watch. I had a dead watch, right? Dead watch for a dead drop. Huh? Alright, I thought there was another watch somewhere. I guess I could be wrong. I thought there was one in one of the houses, but we've visited so many houses. There we go. So we are giving the culprits the wrong house. No, I mean wrong watch. I wonder if I'm still wondering, like, are these villains aware that they're dealing with Carol instead of Eric? So drop the watch by the utility house. Okay, is this the utility house? You've got to give a more specific dead drop location. Like, ooh, this looks great. That's actually a good one. We've used a drain pipe before. Okay, let's cover it up. I love how it's got that cool little symbol, cover up. That was so cool. that had a little brush thing. That's neat. Why didn't we have one when we were covering up that one toy in the tree? The watch is open. What's inside, Jonas? I guess he wants me to meet him in person.
I found this piece of paper in the watch.
It's got to be a clue. Yes, okay, so it's too complicated for me to see. 30, 15, 45. Got to be degrees, right? Much obliged. Couldn't do it without you. So, what now? Does anybody have any idea? Well, let's go back to the tech store. Oh, no way. I'll use the hint. Olav's cabin. I can open a small safe on the floor. Oh! I don't remember any small safe. Let's find it. Alright, small safe. Yeah, I mean, we still haven't found... Wasn't there like a secondary cabin? Yeah, we haven't opened up this thing. When are we gonna do that? That's something that sometimes confuses me with games like this. It's like, we find something that was locked. We found this really early on in the game, but no attempt to find the item to open it. I feel like if Carol really put her mind to it, she'd know where to find the item to open it. But instead, she's like, we're focused on other things. Okay, let's see if we can find a safe somewhere. Yeah, here's the watch I was thinking of. Yeah, I guess it's not a watch. I guess it's an alarm clock. Well, I totally thought that was the one. Alright, so that's clearly not it. Okay. So my memory was faulty. I apologize. I've opened up this. That was about a dead drop somewhere. Solved that Shakespeare one. Didn't find the key to open up this one. Yeah, huh. That's not a safe. That's a power breaker thing. Is the safe really here upstairs? The safe on the upper floor. Okay, yeah, it is on the upper floor. If I'd read it. Okay, is the safe here? No, it's just old equipment. That's not a safe. Here it is. Okay, we have the safe combination. 30, 15, and 45. That's easy enough. Nice. Oh, that looks super complicated. Looks like we might need 2 clues. Hey, we found the key, I think, for the thing downstairs. Maybe. That's gotta be it, though. Totally. How I yearn for the days when we worked together. It didn't cross my mind that there would come a time when we weren't allowed to meet, even though we're still case officers. There might be a possibility for me to change my official assignment at the embassy to communications specialist. Maybe that would give us a much-needed alibi for some encounters. I hope that you don't save my letters. I burn yours right after reading them and treasure them in my memory. Aww. Well, because he was a spy, he could not be with his love. It's very sad. But because he's a spy, obviously he didn't burn her letters right away. He saved them and hid them behind puzzles. Oh, does this key not work? Oh man, well where does this key go? I don't know. So we're going back to the sulfite factory. Apparently I'm supposed to realize, oh, that's where the key is. Obviously, it's not for the key thing. It's not for the lock inside this house. It's clearly for the sulfite factory. Alright. Where is the sulfite factory? Dovercroft? No. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those, like, leaps of logic. I guess maybe makes sense, but my brain doesn't tell me where that is. Where's the sulfite factory? An oil mountain, maybe? This place, as I recall, had 2 different areas that we could explore. One was right before, and then one was right after those 3 chimney things. And I know because I got stuck on it. here's the 3 chimneys. Where are they? Here. So right before, we had this. It looks like we can't zoom in on it. It's closed off forever, so it's clearly not important. So then let's go up here. I'll try the one right after these 3 things. Okay, we had to go down and around, right? Here we go. Hopefully I'm not just going in a circle. There. Yeah. See? This was it. And that's not the location. Okay, that's not the sulfite. Okay, well then I need to figure out which area actually is the sulfite thing. Alright. Luckily I didn't waste too much time there. I just did Oil Mountain. Factory ground. That's it. Yeah, this is totally it. Sorry for wasting everybody's time. That is sort of what you can expect in a video where I'm just doing a blind playthrough. It's like I've never played this game before. I don't know all the puzzle solutions. I can be kind of slow. Okay. So where do I go? Is there a turn-off here? Forward. Can't turn right. Turn left. Here it is. Maybe. Alright. This was locked with a key. So I have my light. Excellent. We've got 2 different things here. Okay, so Dremen, who stole the Stalin painting, left a coded message before he was in prison. Nobody's been able to crack it, so the assignment will now go to you. Stay tuned for more intel in coming days. That painting's worth a fortune now. The key for the drop at Oil Mountain is the name of the sheep habitat at Ploger Hill. So we go to Ploger Hill. That's gonna be the key for the oil drop thing. I'm sitting here in my stash waiting for a radio message. It will be the very last on this crap equipment. I don't know how to phrase this. I've started letters several times and scrapped it. There might be a way for us to start anew. We could leave the country and settle somewhere far from here. Oh man. Was this a love letter that he wrote to his beloved Arena, or is this somebody else? I don't know what this is. Spy gear, I guess.
Maybe later.
Take the spy glove
Maybe
now, Carol. Why are we waiting? There is 0 reason for you to be... Ugh. I don't know why she's waiting on that. Looks like a puzzle. Stickers, huh? The communication specialist position fell through. From what I've understood, I might be relocated. That must not happen. When I lost Clara, I genuinely thought I wouldn't survive. Losing a child not only violates the essence of life, the loss of direction and purpose makes you forget who you are. And when desperately clinging to your memories, you realize that you've forgotten who you were, an unfathomable emptiness worse than death. You gave me the strength to pick up the pieces of my former self and start living again. Well, I guess we're going to the sheep habitat instead of solving these puzzles here. Alright. We'll come back, right? We'll come back. I hope. I need to navigate this maze again. So sheep habitat over here. We just need to find the name of the sheep habitat, and that was the clue for something. The hint said something about darkness. So let's use our lamp. Oh good, did we keep that clue? Yes, so the key for the drop at the oil mountain. Alright, so solve that puzzle at the oil mountain. I'm presuming it's a puzzle we found earlier. but weren't able to solve. So name in the sheep habitat. What a weird thing to base your clue on. Old toilet paper. Gross. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just lost about 20 minutes of footage. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. So the last important thing I did was find this item. Hooray! So what happened in like the intervening 20 minutes, the 20 minutes that I lost, is I found this secret message. One key to the left. Oh, it's a leather patch. I have no idea what that is. I found it climbing in the cube area. And I had to solve a bunch of puzzles, which led us to the fountain here. It said there's something in the fountain here, but it's not a fountain anymore. Nothing is here anymore. So the important thing, yeah, see, I explored the TV cemetery. Might as well show you what it looks like, because this was kind of cool. So there's a hidden message inside the TV. I think it was, yeah, I'll show it to you. Let's see if I can find it again. All the way at the very end, of course. And we had to go back to the text station. Oh, well, this was the TV. I think that was the TV. Well, it looks like we can't find that message in the TV. The message, there's a piece of paper inside it that said to go to the fountain. And in order to get to that TV, we had to solve a bunch of different silly puzzles for our friend Big A at the tech store. But the tech store's now gone. We won't see him again. Okay. So let's go back to the cabin. We have the hammer. And now I can use the hammer. $24. That totally looked like a puzzle that I would push buttons, but it's not. I guess that's good. Okay, so these numbers, it's a message with a cross. I don't know if it matches with that at all. So I must find out what's inside the box. After that, I think I'm finished in the cabin for now. I've got something for you. All right, let's check it out. I totally forget what Stina was supposed to be researching for me, so let's go see her. Hopefully it's something very important and cool.
This is from my colleague.
Oh, it's a thank you cake because we found her necklace. That's so nice. That was impressive.
I found this short letter to the editor by a P. Myoft. It might be your guy.
I've noted that the agent drama series Covert Action has received negative reactions for describing spying methods that are ludicrous and silly. But I'm actually a spy. I don't think those spy methods are silly. I think they're very realistic. Over-dramatized scenarios, exotic meeting places, and excessive use of codes are often used to attract adventurous people to the spy trade. Also, the practice of hiding information in mundane and sometimes even disgusting objects has been criticized, but that's been used for a long, long time. Hollowed out rat corpses, fake rubber... Whoa! We found a fake rubber rat at one point, didn't we? Alrighty. So, because it's disgusting, nobody would even think about picking it up. So where was that fake rubber rat? First, I need something I missed by Crane Docks. Okay. I missed an important item. What do you know? Okay, so where specifically was this item? End of the terrace. What is a terrace? This thing? No. Yeah. No. Just keep an eye out for anything that might be here. This... I think this is a new area. I don't think I explored this previously. Is it a soda can? No, it's not. It's a knife. And a fish thing. But I'm not using the fish thing. I'm just using the knife. So let's see. I get out here. No, I go across and then I leave. Okay, so back to the cabin, I think? Maybe? I do like how you can use the map as sort of a clue as to, okay, we're not done with the crane docks. I missed an item there. Does kind of help you figure out where you lost an item. So the package on the vinyl record players. Oh, okay. Let's look at it. I don't remember that. Let's go upstairs. So there's a package here somewhere in need of cutting. Is it this stuff? No. This. Yeah, the dead rat. That's where the dead rat was. Okay, so we're gonna cut it open. Keep your head low until further notice. From now on, all messages will be decoded using the New Testament Gideon's Bible. See you at my hunting cabin at the end of Bodley Greenings when you have the time. Yes, we finally found his hunting cabin. And maybe we'll have another dead drop there. Who knows? He's a spy. He just seems to have left spy information everywhere. Hunting cabin over here. It looks like it's just a really, really tiny location. I guess this might be a peaceful place to have your... Oh man, we've got some of these things. Number 2. Number 7. Number 0. Okay, and this is probably going to go with the cross. Well, do we even have that specific Bible? I guess Stina might have it. Here it is. Alright. Light. Light. Okay. Now what? Light, 62, 18, and 8. Light, 52. And when it came to pass in Iconium, well, that's... I don't know why I'm noticing that. That's the name of a town, right? It should be capitalized. Instead, it's being put down here phonetically. It looks like that's the same with these other towns. Lystra and Derby, those are cities in Lycaonia. Spirit, wind, shield.
Light spirit windshield.
Aha! Obviously, you need a light spirit on your windshield. Nice! So this is something to do with a car, because it's a windshield. I'm just joking. This probably has nothing to do with a car. This definitely feels like something I should take around with me instead of leaving in a location. I don't know why Carol leaves some things in places and other things she takes with her. What did we just grab? The cake. Like, why do I still have the cake? Maybe I should take it home. E equals MC squared. Aha. Well, that cabin is a small area. Windshield. Okay. Light. Spirit. Light spirit. Windshield apparently is the name of this place? Huh. Alright, let's look for light spirits, everyone. No. Maybe. Let's light this up. 7. Reduce presence at the communication station. Set to 3 inches. Oh my gosh, I think we've got this. I set this thing to 3 inches. Okay, let's back away. Let's set it to 3 inches. How can I set my compass to 3 inches? Maybe I need to use my compass on this thing. Use this thing on my compass. And then I'll be able to use it on this piece of paper, right? So maybe I need to use my ruler on it. to set it exactly to 3 inches. And then I set it on the paper. Okay, maybe I use my paper on it. Why? I should totally use it on my paper. Right? Right? A communication station. Let's ask Peter. No! Let's solve that puzzle with the compass. Oh well. Oh well, I shouldn't be Mr. Complainy Pants. I'm getting a little ahead of the game, ahead of myself. So, what's the communication station?
Yes, he projected it. It was shut down shortly after his death. I can show you where it was.
Thank you. So let's see what this communication station is. I like that name. Communication station. Another building out in the middle of the woods, huh? Just like that hunting cabin. Just another abandoned building. Is everything here abandoned? I don't know. Maybe this is another one. This building. Dark. Let me use my light. Nothing here. Just a bunch of graffiti.
No battery.
Well, just take it anyway. Thank you, Carol. I don't want to come back all the way here to grab it. That was where we entered, right? Too many rooms! I'm lost! Okay, left room has nothing. Let's try the right room then. Olav, how about a shooting at the Sanguine Heights shooting range? Okay, we're going there. Because we know this guy, a spy, visited that area once in his life. Therefore, there must be a spy drop there. Spies don't just visit locations without leaving spy stuff there. They're just on the job 24/7. I think we're done here. Let's get out. Unless there are hidden doors. Nope, no hidden doors. Okay, I think, yeah, we're officially done here. Next spot is probably the shooting range. Yeah, the battery. Like, it should be easy to just go to the nearest store and pick up a battery, right? Just find a convenience store, just get a battery there. That should be super easy. However, it seems to be something difficult for poor Carol. Hey, why is she picking up a lump of coal? What? A weird thing to just pick up, huh? Target practice, I guess? Doesn't look like there's anything there. These are more targets, right? Targets that they fired on. Villainous looking enemies, I guess. So what was the point of that? Hint? I need a battery. I hope I have the right type at home. Well then, I guess the solution is not go to the nature reserve. Well, this is a... I thought this was a shooting range. I guess the important thing at the shooting range was that lump of coal. Oh, here's the exit. There's the exit. Okay, so back at home. I need to know where batteries are in my home. Do I have them in my drawer in my bedroom, maybe? Nope, that was my hairdryer. I don't know where you keep your batteries, Carol. Can you put your, here it is. It's inside her fridge. Can we put the cake in there? Not now. Now we have this thing. Which I'm guessing is some sort of puzzle code. Some numbers were elevated on a shooting target at the shooting range. I think they will help me open the wooden... Numbers were elevated on a shooting target. I didn't see that at all, Carol. Let's go back and see if she's correct. Elevated numbers. Let's look for it. Does anyone see elevated? Oh, okay. I guess these are elevated. Like 3, 7, 8, 1. So that will help me open a random box on the sulfite factory. 3, 7, 8, 1. Sulfite factory. Factory gowns. 3781. Let's see if I can do it. Just even remembering a simple sequence of numbers is tough. Alright, so back here. Oh, we have this glove.
Maybe later.
Why can't I pick up this glove? That's just a letter. Here. 3, 7, 8, 1. That's gonna be fork, walk, shovel, drive. Fork, walk, shovel, drive. 314. What's that a code for? So that opens the box in the drawer in the kitchen. 314. Alright. Like, that's just a series of numbers. How am I supposed to know what those numbers represented? 314. Alright, let's go. Time's running out. I will not hesitate to share my information with every significant person in your life unless you come up with something soon.
What?
Uh-oh. That's not good. It's a threat. Maybe we should warn Mr. Eric. Or we could just keep going to the cabin. So 314 was somewhere here. Nope, not that drawer. Is it upstairs? No, hunting cabin, wrong cabin. Three, 1, 4. Nope, that was the Bible puzzle. Better put our extra thing here. Is that it? No. This one. Alright. The box that she should have taken with her. I mustn't forget to move the extra key from under the checker plate. Okay, so there's something under the checker plate and the communication station. Let's go there. I'm glad you revealed your plans for me. Your concerns were entirely uncalled for. Trust me, I'm prepared to follow you anywhere, but I'm scared of getting my hopes up in vain. It's not that I don't trust you. It feels unreal, almost escapist. But I know you stand with both feet on the ground. If there's anyone I'm willing to bet everything on one card with, it's you. Love, Arena. Love note. Aww. And also checker plate in the communication station. Oh, is that water? Okay. I'm a little scared there. Like, is somebody sneaking up behind me? Alrighty. This was the empty room. Maybe the other room was the one that was a bit more, less empty. Let's find a checker plate. Oh no, not this maze of areas. Okay, I step forward. Let's try this one first. Is this a checker plate? Okay, do I have an item for lifting it? This? I don't think I have an item for lifting this. I might need to use the chisel, okay. What is this a key for? Is it a key for that random drawer inside the cabin? I feel like I need to like keep a running list of every single place in the game that has a key that needs to be unlocked. You know, every single lock that I haven't opened yet. There. Is it upstairs here, maybe? No, here. Got it. I was right. Okay, a computer diskette. Double-sided. Nice. From Wimbrell. Oh, we know those notes. Don't worry about how to sell the painting. One of my contacts in Stockholm has connections to a shady art dealer. Let's hope you'll find the final clues you need to find the painting soon. Ooh! Are we finding the spy painting? Because if so, that'd be cool. Okay, so we needed to warm up this letter. How did I do it last time? My hairdryer in my apartment. Yes. That was it. Let's go back to my apartment, use the hairdryer. So it's over here. The film is in front of the enclosed tree at Bluebell Meadows. So let's find out Bluebell Meadows. Maybe we'll find a computer that actually still uses floppy disks, because I don't know how to read that floppy disk from the spies. Where is an enclosed tree? I actually don't know what kind of tree that is. Maybe I should just try to go all the way down the path. That usually seems to work in games, in these games. Seen it in many locations before where it's like, okay, just run down to the end of the path. I just turned around in a great big circle, didn't I? Here it is. Okay, so it's enclosed by a little fence. That's it.
These are stinging nettles. I need some protection for my hands.
Well, why don't you use the gloves that you keep refusing to pick up at the one location? I have no idea why she picks up some random items, but other items she just leaves around. Like the lump of coal. That's a random item she decides she definitely needs to grab. But then the stuff here in this little spy area is just a total no. I'm not gonna pick that up. I don't need this piece of paper. Well, granted, she hasn't been carrying too many pieces of paper around, but these gloves. We've been here twice before. I've clicked the gloves both times, and both times she's like, no, don't want those gloves. Go away. Go home. I don't know. I'm just being a complainy pants. Let's go back to Bluebell Meadows. Climb under here. Get the gloves. And now what? Do I use the gloves again? Do I need to dig? Is there... I forgot something at Pepper Hill on the right side of the park. Okay, running all the way back here. This? No. Does anybody see an item? Okay. This is gonna be one of those look everywhere until you find it, isn't it? Okay, what's this? A digging tool. Okay, I found a spade. Let's go back to Miss Nettle. Bluebell. I'm gonna take it a little more slowly so we can see the beautiful scenery. Woo! So now we're gonna dig here. We're gonna use our new digging tool. Oh ho! And this is a puzzle. So I need to spell something out using this. Can I use my compass on this thing now? No? Let's see what I have to do. There's no pen on the compass, but I can use the coal instead. That is what the thing... That's why I couldn't solve the puzzle earlier? Okay. I am putting a little bit of coal on the compass. I could have gotten a pencil from my house when I visited... Whatever. So it's D-E-I. Oh, it starts with I, so it's I-E-D. Maybe I need to start over. I-E-D. Was that not it? I? R-E-D? I read. Okay. I-R-E-D. Here's a message. 2 people killed in a hit and run. Greetings, Olav. I have the surveillance tape from the gas station. It won't come as a surprise to you that I know how to get these things through my work. I switch it onto an empty tape. You'll get this tape in exchange for the painting. Oh, man. So, a tape of some sort of murder? A driver left 2 persons with injuries after plowing into them. The police discovered the driver was speeding recklessly on the wrong side of the road. They were rushed to the hospital for treatment. Witnesses, the driver briefly looked at them and then left. So this is around the time that Olav died.
It's a photographic film.
What's that? Just a piece of film? I guess like opposed to like movie film, maybe is what she's saying? Jonas obviously knows everything about film, so let's go to him. Jonas, I need your help, buddy. I made a cake for you. Oh, I'm giving him a cake.
Wow. I didn't know you could make things like that.
Not really. I can't make it. Somebody else made it for me.
What do you mean? It's outstanding.
No, I'm just saying I'm stealing credit for somebody else's cake.
That really comes across.
Okay, so I really need a favor, sir.
How can I say no now?
I need you to develop this film.
No prob. I can fix that. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
He'll just take it to like a 24-hour film developing place. So do you know how to read floppy disks too?
I think I still have one in the old scrap heap.
Excellent, excellent. You're the best. Hey, I forgot. I have a safe that my father left behind in my possession. Well, you might have said so earlier, sir. How do I leave this place? Exit. There we go. So I guess next we're going to go to Eric and get his safe. Ah, yes. I also have a question for him.
This is the safe.
Ah, I think I know this. It's E equals MC squared. Gonna open it right away.
I don't know how to open it, though.
I do. So, do you know about this traffic accident the year your father died?
No. Nothing serious, at least.
I could just show him the piece of paper, I guess. Like, that would have been helpful. So, open the safe. I need... Okay, do I actually need to go to Olav's cabin in order to solve it? No, not this cabin. It was the other cabin. It was the hunting cabin. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but also... I don't know. Here we go. I'm zoomed in on it, and now I should be able to open the safe, right? E equals MC squared. Oh, E plus MC squared. Okay. E plus MC squared. Picture of a cabin. In case of emergency, I've hid the key to the hunting cabin in the clubhouse. It's in the actuator, which isn't used anyway. It's the same key for the cabin and the shed. Give this to Wimbrel. I've got my bag packed. Only one. That's all I need. I won't ever forgive Eric. Driving intoxicated is deplorable. Oh my gosh! Eric was the one who killed those people? The surveillance tape is missing. That poses an imminent threat to both me and Eric. I have this notion the Soviet agent community is one half is spying on the other half. What if Irina isn't who I think she is? What if she's actually spying on me and she doesn't actually love me? Oh no! Oh, that'd be so sad. Okay, so apparently somebody was trying to blackmail Olav over the fact that Eric was a murderer, and so that's why he was using his spy abilities to try to get that tape back. And Irina might be the culprit. And in case of an emergency, I hid the key in the clubhouse. Where is the clubhouse? Eric probably knows something about the clubhouse. Okay, fine. Let's go back to Eric. Let's go back to Eric. Oh no! We just got a text messages. A threatening text message. The video from your accident is uploaded. If you don't start complying, I'll email it to all your colleagues. Oh no! Eric, you're being blackmailed. Things have gotten really intense, and this is a very tall notebook paper, so, wow, I guess we're going to be asking him lots of questions.
Yes, he was a member of KFUM. They have a park and a clubhouse at Lepta Hill.
I'll be going there. So, I know you're probably involved in and responsible for a hit-and-run accident in the 80s. The person giving you the assignments is blackmailing you about it. Why don't I just show him the text message? This person uses the name Magpie.
Yes. I was 21 at the time. I wasn't sober.
The statute of limitations for that crime's run out.
But it would wreck my career. There's obviously a stolen tape from the surveillance camera.
The stealing of the tape saved you from being prosecuted.
What are they really after?
I don't know. They want to find that painting. That's what these spies are after, maybe.
I don't know anything about that.
I believe you. This time. Bye for now. So let's go to the clubhouse. We've got kind of an empty map, so we must be getting close to the end of the game. Maybe we'll find this painting. So where is this clubhouse? It's not that building. Oh, it's totally destroyed. Yeah, it looks like this place was ruined by a fire. Yeah, alright, so I'm trying to wrap my mind around the idea. So the culprits were basically blackmailing Olav using the tape of his son committing murder. And now they're doing the same thing to Mr. Eric. I don't know about this statute of limitations thing. It seems a little unfair that he can kill people and get away with it just because he hid and lied for a couple decades. I don't know. You see that in politics sometimes too, with the statute of limitations. I don't understand you know, like somebody like in politics, they posted something offensive like 500 years ago, and people.
I think that's the actuator.
I have no idea what an actuator is, by the way, so I will be not of any help. But no, I mean, I don't understand it when somebody's like, okay, well, a politician has a clip from 20 years ago versus a clip from 18 years ago. One's considered valid and the other isn't. I don't understand that implication rule. I think it has something to do with statute of limitations, right? But I don't know. So the hammer, I'm going to use a hammer here. So, can I grab this item now? Not knowing what an actuator is not helping here. Okay, so I need an item. Let's use the pliers, maybe? Okay, and this thing maybe hides something. Alright, what's this? Nothing I can interact with there. The chisel will fix the actuator. Open it easily. That's right, there's the key hidden in the actuator. So the key to the hunting cabin. Alright. It's the same cabin. It opens the shed and the cabin. Alright, let's do this. Let's get out of here. Here we go. Let's exit. What was something here in the hunting cabin that needed unlocking? Am I looking in the wrong spot again? Oh, we still haven't solved this puzzle. We're still in need of having this puzzle solved. I'll try the key on the shed. I assume that's this thing. Oh, I had no idea this was here and could be locked. Okay. I had no idea. What's this? Another paper. Another spy puzzle. Am I spelling out the word peach? That was just a guess on my part. The film is processed. I bet the film has the clue we need. Anything else here? No. Let's go to Jonas, get the film.
There was only one picture on the entire film.
VRSJ. Thank you.
And this is the floppy disk reader that you asked about.
Nice, thank you. So I think we can solve this puzzle now. VRSJ. But the other clue said one key to the left. So one key to the left of VRSJ. It's going to be C, E, A, and then H. C-E-A-H. That's this one. C-E-A-H. under the floorboards, right corner, 1 letter per inch, old barn, Malmo
I must have a
mansion.
photo of this.
Okay, let's take a photo of it. With your camera? No. So I have a photo of that. Let's go back to my house before checking out that old barn. I want to see what's on the floppy disk, because maybe the floppy disk will have a clue for what's happening next. So let's see. Put this in here. How do I start the computer? Click on this thing. Okay, I need to put the floppy disk inside. Bunch of numbers, and then water power plant. Wow. More puzzles. Got 2 more locations. Let's go with the barn first. Can I not go inside that barn? Totally looks like a location we should be able to visit. Maybe it's this one. Abandoned barn. Aha!
I can't reach it down there.
Well then just, I don't know, use your superpowers. Do we even have superpowers? I'm supposed to check out the water plant first, according to my hint note. Fine. If you want to do things the boring way. Da-da-da-da-da. This looks nice. Here we go. We found some sort of building. Is that the item we were supposed to find here? Now I go to the barn. Maybe I can reach the wooden tube from outside the barn instead. Well, wouldn't that be a smart idea? Alright, back to the barn. This time I'm going to go around the outside and not the inside. How do I go around the outside, though? Here we go. Yes. No.
It's too slippery to open like that.
What on earth are you talking about? It's slippery. I can't open it. Well, where are your gloves? Do I use this thing? Yeah. Another number. All correspondence and assignments involving Magpie immediately cease. He was caught using information that he accessed through his fieldwork to extort private citizens. Oh no! So this Magpie... That's what our, thing said. Magpie is the villain who is currently blackmailing Eric Levin, was blackmailing Olav. Apparently he got in trouble for blackmailing people. He's taken off duty. If you observed anything strange, you need to report it according to the customary channels. There are indications he wants to get that missing painting. Alright, so now we need to figure stuff out. This is a paper from the barn. And I had a photo on my phone. That is not the phone. No, I thought I was going to keep a photo. Here it is. So, old barn, under the floorboards, right corner, 1 letter per inch. I don't know how to put these 2 clues together or even what. Okay, so I have all the numbers to the picture in the hunting barn. Let's put them in place. That's what I should be doing now. Again, our map just keeps getting smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller. Is over here. 2. 1. 127 and 270. So that probably goes with this Bible. Master Wilt.
Master Wilt. That's the old fire tower.
Glad you know that, because I have no idea what you're even talking about, Carol. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about the accident. Do you think there's a way to stop the blackmailer? You're only sorry because you got caught. You're not actually sorry. He doesn't seem to pose any immediate threat to you, except for the possible exposure of your crime. You will have to handle that yourself. Okay, Master Wilt. Do we climb up to the top of this? Because that's what it looks like, and I'll be honest, it seems scary. Aw. We're not climbing up to the top of it after all. We're just supposed to explore around it. What am I doing in this area? Look left, look right. Climb up all night. I'm gonna have to use a hint. It seems like the folding ruler... So I use the folding ruler on this? Okay, so this thing is actually 6-point-something inches. Match that with 1 letter per inch. So it's gonna be E... How do I know which letter, though? Let's take another look. I can decode the note by dragging the mouse over the letters and Okay, it's just gonna be the full inch ones. Okay. S. Okay, I just need to move my mouse over the correct letters.
Southwest foot.
SWFT, southwest foot of this tower. Alright, which one is this?
That must be the southwest foot.
I'm glad you know what direction is southwest, because I have no idea. Let's dig here under the southwest foot. Uh-oh. Dramatic music started playing. This might be important. This should be the translation of the cipher. Pass the storehouse by the water power plant, take a few steps forward and look down. By now you're probably aware of the incident involving Irina. An investigation revealed she had an illicit relationship with Olav, oh my, and possibly involved in a planned theft or fraud to finance their defection. After the first day of interrogation, she suffered an accident and she didn't survive. Aww. So she was killed for her involvement with Olav. Oh, that's tragic. Poor her. And what does the note say? Pass the storehouse by the water power plant. Am I at the water power plant? No, here it is. So we need to go past the storehouse. Is there a storehouse here? Okay. Past the storehouse. Take a few steps forward and look down. Alright, let's dig here. Is this the painting? We found it! Hooray! It's the painting! Why is this so valuable? Is there something written on the backside? Hello? Hello, what's happening? That's the end. I was contacted by Myoft shortly after I found the painting. He had made some inquiries about Oblab's death among his former associates. Olav was found in his cabin 2 days after Irina's death. According to Mycroft, there's no reason to suspect any crime behind Olov's death. He wasn't able to ascertain the circumstances behind Irina's death. The painting was returned to the museum. In light of the circumstances, it was considered to be in exceptionally good condition. It's now part of the museum's permanent exhibition. Eric didn't seem to be in any substantial danger, so I let that part of the case slip. What, we're not gonna find who was blackmailing him? Okay, fine, let's just forget about that. I wouldn't be able to help him with his past mistakes catching up on him anyway. That's a him job, not a me job. I hope I get paid for finding that lost painting. I still wonder why all the spies wanted it so badly.
My cases rarely have a happy ending. I guess I have to find some solace in untangling this conundrum. And I do have a little bit of summer left to devote to less serious matters.
So that's the end of the game. I find it amazing that one guy took all the photos. Oh my gosh, it must have taken forever. All these games just have so many locations and so many photos. I did a similar game called The Lost Oregon City Gold, and taking photos for that was sort of a nightmare, trying to get them all edited and trying to get them right, but I'm guessing this person, Mikhail, I bet he has an official camera. I was just using my phone to take pictures. So, check out my walkthroughs for the other Carol Reed games. Hopefully this video is still interesting to people, even though I was basically just relying on the hint button to tell me what to do the whole time. Just basically plodding around, not really sure how to solve puzzles and everything. Don't worry, when I make my official video walkthrough for the game, it will be a lot better. All the puzzles will be solved a lot more nicely, and hopefully my commentary will be a lot more entertaining as well. Bye.